Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Power Slam Show. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Power Slam Show. Turn it up.
What's up, everybody? What is up, everybody? 643 episodes of the Pancakes and Powerslams Show. It is SummerSlam week. Time to vibe out. Time to vibe out. Got some I Am Nobody today. This joint is called Found You. You know about me, and I love me some chill hop, man. So this is the song of the day as we share. This is the share song of the day. This is the share song of the day. Since I've hipped a lot of y'all to chill hop, man, I might I get permission to play these songs by the artist, and chill hop gives me permission and stuff like that. So before I used to play songs leading up to the show. So during the share time, I think I'll bring it back. So let's go. Hey. All right, let's share. Share. Time to share. 6:43. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Share time. Let's go. Be sure to share, y'all. Let's go. This is share time. Share to your I have missed the songs in the beginning. I got you, man. I got you. I'll bring it back for you, my brother. All right. Yeah. Let's go. Hey. Time to share. Share the link. Or you stink. Share the link. Let's go. Yo. Share the link. Oh, share the link, y'all. Share the link, yo. Hey. Share the link, yo. Share the link. Share time. Share time. Share time. Share time. Share time. Share time. Hey. Got the guns out. Y'all watch Leads of the Raw. Y'all will get that. y'all get that. Y'all will get that. Y'all get that. Watch my Monday show. y'all will get that joke. All right, y'all. How y'all doing? It is episode 643. During that time, I should have been sharing. Y'all should have been sharing. I should be sharing the link. Y'all know what it is. Share time. Share time is in the beginning of the show every single week. That's what we do on PNP. All right. So this week we're gonna talk about what I think is thank y'all. I see it now. I'm getting notifications of people sharing. I'm getting notifications of people sharing the video. So great job. Y'all listen, man. Y'all listen. I love when people listen. Goodness. I love when people just listen, man. Gosh. So I love it. I love it when people listen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to talk about what I think is one of the biggest SummerSlam blunders, one of the biggest booking blunders in booking right now in WWE. I just think it's absolutely horrible. I think it's a terrible idea, and I think that it is something that I just don't get. And I want to pull up some comments too on this from the fans. And the fans, there's a lot of fans who agree with what I'm with my take on this as well. And we're going to pull that up here too. So here's my thing, y'all. Here's my thing. And then we'll get to the questions here in a moment too. All right. So I've been watching wrestling since I'd say about 86, 85. I remember Sting's NWA debut. I remember the incarnation of the Four Horsemen. I believe that was 86. I remember the WrestleManias. So I'd probably say maybe 86, probably 85, but safe bet 86 at least. Yeah, probably before that, because my great grandma watched wrestling, just period. She was a huge. I became a wrestling fan because of my great grandma, and she's been watching wrestling, way before then. So I think probably me recognizing wrestling, I'd say 85, man. I do remember some NWA stuff. I do remember WrestleMania. I do remember Mr. T. Yeah, I think 85, man. I'll say 86 just to play it safe, but I think 85. So we're approaching 40 years regardless. And I remember back in the day where the big emphasis was on the big emphasis was leading up to the pay-per-view. That was the thing. And let me bring up WWE's Twitter and what people have said about this too. So I'm going to share the screen here in a minute after I'm done. I grew up with the understanding that all roads lead to the pay-per-view. And yeah, I mean, like that was what I've been used to. That all roads lead to the pay-per-view, and you set the angles up. You do all the setups. You do all you need to do necessarily what you do to set up for the pay-per-views. For the life of me, I do not understand at all why WWE, and granted, you only have 7 matches right now. I'm trying to pull this up as well. You only have 7 matches currently on the SummerSlam card. The show is a 4-hour show. All right. So mathematically, each match is going to average about a little over 30 minutes apiece. That is way too long for most of those matches. Now, Cody and Solo, I'm not really interested in that being a 30-minute match. Gunther Priest, that should be just like a big meaty man slapping meat type of deal. Just I don't want to see the catch can with people, two people who are well over 6 foot, and I don't really care about just luchador type of stuff. I'm just not interested in that. And so what I don't get, what I don't understand is these half-hour matches, and I'm looking at other matches. There's no Zayn and Braun, maybe, but no, because Braun Breaker shouldn't be going back and forth with Sami Zayn. Period. We'll get into predictions in the after party, but spoiler alert, I don't think that Braun Breaker should be going 50-50 at all with Sami Zayn. It should be an absolute squash. So I don't want to see anything past 5 minutes, really, with Braun and Sami. Liv and Rhea should not be a half an hour by no stretch. Bayley, Nia Jax should not be a half an hour. Punk and Drew, maybe. That's the only exception that should be a lengthy match from this list. So you got 4 hours. You need to fill this up more with things that make sense. And as I was talking about on the show yesterday, you're booking 2 different shows at this point with Raw. Let me go through the list. Let me go through everybody who it was on Raw yesterday. On Raw yesterday, or the day before, Monday night. Everybody was on Raw Monday night. I'm going to go through everybody who was on there and say no to the people who is going to be on SummerSlam, and yes to the people who are going to be on SummerSlam, and I'm going to tally them up. All right. CM Punk, yes. Drew McIntyre, yes. Seth Rollins, yes. Creed Brothers, no. Otis, no. Tozawa, no. Maxine Dupree, no. Chad Gable, no. Wyatt Six, no. Bronson Reed, no. Sheamus, no. Damian Priest, yes. Braun Breaker, yes. Jey Uso, nope. Carlito, nope. Zelina Vega, nope. Sonya Deville, nope. Zoe Stark, nope. Shayna Baszler, nope. The Miz, yes, he'll be hosting, but he's not in the card. R-Truth, nope. Karrion Kross, nope. Xavier Woods, nope. Liv Morgan, yes. Video promo, though. And then we get Deville, Baszler, and Stark again. Lyra Valkyria, no. I'll even give you a tag team. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, a tag team. No. Still no. Gunther, yes. Damage Control. They came back, but you know what? I'll even be nice. I can take all 3 of them away, especially since Dakota Kai is going to be in a singles match. So I shouldn't be nice about this, but you know what? I'll give that to you. No, still. So we're still at no. Already said Gunther. No. Gunther. Yeah, I already said Gunther. Finn Balor. No. Priest. I already got Damian Priest. Okay. So, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne was on there too. No. All right. So for yes, here's the final tally. For yes, we got 8 people or teams that are going to be a part of SummerSlam. 8. Okay. For no, we have 22, not only singles, but also factions and tag teams. We have 8 that was going to appear on SummerSlam. 22 that's not going to be a part of SummerSlam. So you have nearly 3 times more people on the go home show of Raw that won't be on SummerSlam than will be on SummerSlam. Please help me understand how that makes sense booking wise. Please help me understand that. Again, I've been watching wrestling nearly 40 years at this point. I'm so used to having all things lead to the especially a major pay-per-view, one of the big 4, which is SummerSlam. Full stop at SummerSlam. We'll start resetting this stuff. We'll start resetting these things after the pay-per-view. But the pay-per-view is more must-see. There's nothing that goes past the pay-per-view because the pay-per-view is full stop. But for some odd reason, we get Creed Brothers and Wyatt 6 next week. We get Dakota Kai and whoever else, Sonya Deville next week. We get Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill against Isla Dawn and Albert Fire on SmackDown. We get the tag team, the World WWE Tag Team Championship defended on SmackDown. We get no mention of the World Championships being defended. So you just don't care about the World Championship division. You split the titles at Mania, but now you're poorly booking the World Tag Team Champions at this point. I don't understand. Now, who in the heck cares about Xavier Woods, Karrion Kross, New Day, fake broke arm, competed in Japan, coming back? Oh, man, he messed up his arm in Japan. He's not medically cleared again. Come on, man. You can flush that down the toilet. You can flush it down the toilet, man. Absolute garbage. It's waste. It's dung. It should be flushed down the toilet at this time. It makes no sense. It has zero relevance to the go home show. It should be full stop. All things should lead to SummerSlam. It makes absolutely zero sense to me whatsoever that the Wyatt 6, and that's a whole different episode as far as how they're dropping the ball with them. But even with this, help me understand, you have months of Easter eggs, months of teasers. You even teased Uncle Howdy at the end. You even teased this Wyatt 6 thing at the end of a deceased wrestler's biography. You teased this thing at the end of Bray Wyatt's documentary. You spent the time to use Bray Wyatt's documentary to tease the Wyatt 6. You have QR codes week after week. You have static moments. You have teasers. You have little things going on within backstage. You have little bitty subtle things. For weeks upon months, you've been teasing this thing. And the payoff to this thing is an episode of Raw? One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Absolutely ridiculous. An episode of Raw, y'all. An episode of Raw is to pay off this thing. An episode of Raw is the payoff to months of Wyatt Six teasing, even using a deceased person's biography to tease this Wyatt Six thing. And you're telling me the payoff for this is an episode of Raw? The Wyatt Six debuting wrestling-wise on an episode of Raw is not going to cause not one person to watch Raw. Not one new person. It's not going to bring in a new fan. So you might as well give them the big stage. Give them the big stage. And guess what's going to be even worse? Because this is why you should have given the Wyatt Six the big stage. Because guess what? They should squash Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. Because if they don't, ladies and gentlemen, that is further burial of the Wyatt Six group. A very poor mistreatment and mismanagement of the Wyatt Six. If they go 50-50 with Gable and the Creed brothers, they are just another talent on the roster. Oh, as a matter of fact, they are another talent on the roster, just another talent on the roster. You know why? Because Adam Pearce announced that they're under contract, ladies and gentlemen. So somehow he put together the Wyatt Six, and they're supposed to be super mysterious. They're spending time. He gave them a contract after they destroyed the backstage and basically put a bullet in Chad Gable's head. Oh, yeah, come on to my office. Let me give you a contract. They come mysterious with these masks and this spooky, dark stuff and looking just like some otherworldly characters. But somehow Adam Pearce assembled them together to talk to them in real life. And oh yeah, go ahead and sign this contract. Yeah, let's just go back and forth with some English and just talk to each other and just, hey, contract's right here. Hey, it's okay. Yeah, let's shake hands. See ya. Have a good day. Like, really? What a horrible thing to say at a segment. That further ruined the allure and the mystique of the Wyatt Six. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. I talked to them. They're the contract that signed them. And guess what? There's a really good chance that the Wyatt Six isn't going to squash Gable and the Creed brothers. If they don't squash them, what happened to all of the mystique? What happened? So you're telling me that Chad Gable basically got shot in the head and he has been spooked for weeks just because of their presence. But when it comes to them being in the ring, though, they go 50-50 and like, oh, they're not as bad as we think they were. Like, that would that would ruin the mystique. I mean, the mystique is already being ruined, but it would further ruin the mystique of the Wyatt Six if they go back and forth. Because essentially what that's saying is, man, I thought that they were better than this. Like, I mean, we going back and forth with these cats. Like, I mean, not as bad as we thought they were. I mean, just come on, man. Don't mess this up. Like, you already are, but don't mess it up. And a huge blunder is should have given them the big stage. And I mean, we can knock on Vince McMahon as much as we want to with all these allegations and things like that. But here's the bottom line. At the end of the day, there was still an emphasis on suspending disbelief, on setting characters up for the big stage, of making the big stage look like a big stage. Because guess what? if 3 times more people was booked on Raw that won't appear on SummerSlam, again, go home show, by the way, if 3 times more people weren't going to be on SummerSlam than were, and we're setting up multiple matches for after SummerSlam, you had Chad Gable announcing to Adam Pearce, I want the Wyatt Six at next week's Raw. I mean, like, it's not even making SummerSlam look like a big payday. Like, you had a chance with Adam Pearce to set up a match between the Wyatt Six and Gable and the Creed brothers. Wouldn't you want to choose SummerSlam? At least ask him. He could have said no, but at least ask. But you're like, oh, Raw, that'll do it. Like, I get a bigger payday for the PLE buys. Yeah, it's a big stage. It's a huge stadium show. Just the energy and just that, man, I get to be a part of a stadium show of a 6-man tag, big old, this has been weeks in the making. Man, SummerSlam. No, I think I'll just do Raw instead. I mean, that makes Raw look more important than SummerSlam. And so, what a huge blunder. What a huge blunder to book the Wyatt Six. Because guess what? Guess what could have happened? You could have had that could have been a featured attraction. The Wyatt Six come out with the stadium gimmick in a stadium. Wyatt Six come out, would have been very mysterious, and you could have had and should have had the Wyatt Six absolutely obliterate Gable and Creed brothers. Less than 2-minute match. And people wouldn't have booed that. People would have cheered that because the Wyatt Six should be squashing them. And because it's still surprising, this still would have brought out an element of surprise, an element of mystique if they would have just absolutely squashed Gable and the Creed brothers at SummerSlam, because it would have made them look bigger on the big stage, and it would have still brought some dominance in them and some mystique that you're not going back and forth 50-50 with matches. I thought it was just the weirdest thing when the Creed brothers go up to Gacy and Dexter Lumis, and this is supposed to be some alter egos of people in the darkest recesses of their own minds and your minds and Gable's minds and the Creed brothers' minds. And somewhere in that dark pit of abysmal just recess, the dark, deep recesses of your mind where they live, where they camp, where they reside. Somehow they watched a training video and they know how to do a uranagi. Like, make this make sense to me. It's a big blunder, ladies and gentlemen. Big blunder. Big blunder. All right. Y'all know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the question game. All right, y'all. Let's get into the questions. Yeah. Let's start with of course, y'all hit up the Patreon. Patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. Patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. We're going to talk about the predictions, and I'm going to let you know some backstage stuff about SummerSlam this year. Let's go with the People's Wrestling Channel. I've been watching the Olympics. I watched diving with my wife on Saturday night during our date. We went to a really, really nice restaurant, and they were showing the Olympics, and they were showing diving, and it was really cool to watch. America won the silver medal, so it was synchronized diving, so it was pretty cool. Do you think Brian Clark would be willing to do an interview on my podcast? I don't know. Perhaps you should ask him. Would Bill Apter do an interview for me? I don't know. You keep asking. I don't know. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him. Elvis, my birthday is Monday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. To you. Happy birthday to you. What grade do I give the main event last night on Raw? I give it a C. Minus. A C minus. Only because I got to respect their athleticism, Finn and Gunther, but it made no sense. Both of them were heels. It was a chokeout finish to a tag team champion who's used as an enhancement talent. Why the heck do I care about the tag team titles then? Why do I care about the tag team titles? We went to abs already. Very mid-card for SummerSlam. Yes, indeed. Who am I listening to these days? Chill hop wise. Huge. Probably my favorite chill hop artist is Tall Black Guy. Still a big Misha fan as far as chill hop is concerned. Who else am I? Jan Hunter Jr. I mean, he's one of my favorites. He's probably my second favorite artist out right now. His name is Jan Hunter Jr. Yaahn Hunter Jr. Jan Hunter Jr. He's a instrumentalist, chill hop artist, and producer, etc. Jazz artist, jazzy artist, jazz hoppy type of deal. Wonderful. Madison Ryan Ward, my favorite artist right now. She does like Christian soul R&B type of deal, like Christian R&B, Christian soul, like this type of deal. Yeah, I mean those were some of my most listened to artists right now. Who else am I listening to? Let's see what else I got for you, Aaron. Who were some of my most listened to? Holvey, Limo Blaze, yeah, a lot. Evan and Eris Ford. Man, I got tons, man. My dude Paint with Sound, Wes Harris, Aaron Cole. Tons, man. Tons. There's some good music out there, man. Good music. What's up, Ricky Pite? Derek with his guns out. Let's go. Guns out. Gotta get Vince to do damage control post next week. Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah, I don't even remember what the pose is for damage control. I just remember Dakota Kai just looking weird every single time they attack people. Like that's just the weirdest thing to me. It just looks weird. It looks weird when she does that. She just kind of just does like she just kind of like when they attack people, she just feels like I made it. Like she just has this like smug, arrogant, like it's not even really heelish. It's just kind of like, I made it. This like, like it just was so weird, man. Oh, by the way, let's do this real quick. And let's do this real quick. Let me share this. Let's go through some of the comments so y'all know that I'm not alone in this right now. We won alcohol at SummerSlam. Let's see. We also have the people talking about Dakota match more than the Wyatt Six stuff, man. That's crazy. Should have saved this Wyatt match for SummerSlam. SummerSlam. how you not do the first match Uncle Wyatt 6 SummerSlam instead of doing a Raw on Sci-Fi. Wyatt 6 match to be a SummerSlam. It's crazy after all the build-up and how big and popular it's been. You stick there every day be on real. See, look, I'm not the only one saying this stuff, man. I'm not the only one thinking that this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, like, SMHY should be SummerSlam, dang it. I mean, come on, man. Why the Wyatt 6 for Chad Creed Brothers have the next money should be on SummerSlam. Like, this is across the board. This should have been on SummerSlam. It should have been on SummerSlam, man. It was a ridiculous idea it was a ridiculous idea to have it not on SummerSlam, and they just dropped the ball to have it not on SummerSlam. I mean, like, several other people in the WWE universe agrees with what I'm saying. And I definitely think that they dropped the ball. Drop the ball. They dropped the ball. I just got Jamaican for a second. That was pretty cool. All right. Where we at? We got Toronto in the building giving me some love. Appreciate it, man. Hashtag Ask Doc. Elvis, would you say that Mabel versus Diesel was the worst SummerSlam main event match? Man, you know, I think I think I gotta think about that, but I think at least in the top three. That was an interesting, wow, not good. Yosef, Roman returns and it's Rock's bloodline versus Romans at Survivor Series. I mean, I think that's the right thing to do. I mean, Cody versus Solo doesn't have, you know, that's to me, that's not a SummerSlam main event match. They had that match on Raw before, and it just was okay. It's not a main event match. Granted, with all this new bloodline stuff, sure, but you don't make that a main event match, man. And so I think what you do is, if you do make it a main event, which they probably will, that would make sense for Roman Reigns to appear. Especially, I heard that Solo is mentioning his name now, so I think that's the big thing. That's the big thing for SummerSlam is Roman Reigns coming back. It makes sense. There's rumors that he won't, but rumors happen. I mean, you bring Roman Reigns back, man. It would make sense for Cody Solo if Roman doesn't come back. You've been watching wrestling longer than I've been born. Yeah, man. I've been watching wrestling for a long time. On a website I used to look at the network schedule, it says SummerSlam would be 5 hours. On Peacock, it says 8 hours. That's because the pre-show is 4 hours. It's from 4 to wait. Yeah, I think you're right, though. I think the start time is at 7. So the pre-show's at 4, but I think that they said it was going to be for 4 hours. Because I think the pre-show's like a big grand pre-show, 4 hours-y type of thing. And then maybe I think, it does say 8 hours. Might be like the press show might be, the press conference might be included in that too. So I think the pre-show's 3, 4 to 7, and then 7 to 11 for SummerSlam. So, and then the press conference after that. So, why would you say the Y6 taking off the masks killed their gimmick? Would you say? He asked. People's Wrestling Channel asks, would you say the Y6 taking off the masks killed their gimmick? I think it's significantly hurt it. I wouldn't say killed. I would say significantly hurt it. Significantly hurt their gimmick. Yes, indeed. Because it's just the mystique. Okay. All that for, let's just take the mask off. I mean, like, it's moving too fast to me. Like you spend all this time for these Easter eggs, and then it's just moving too fast. You're just giving us VHS tapes, and then you take your mask off, and then Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy doesn't even have a VHS yet, and then Dexter Loomis. At least Eric Rowan had a VHS tape, but we don't know or shouldn't know who's under the mask, and it's Dexter Loomis. But that's not the point. You're not supposed to know. We're not supposed to know this stuff. So it's like you play the tapes. Okay, well, now you know what's that and alter ego and the reason why. Okay. Rowan shared the story. Okay, I get it. So he puts the mask off. Okay, well, it's Eric Rowan. You don't know it's Joe Gacy. You don't even know who Joe Gacy is really, because Joe Gacy was on NXT. So you can't just assume that everybody who's in the crowd knows who Joe Gacy is. That's a blunder. And then you get to the point of Dexter Loomis. Why does he have any affiliation with the Wyatt Six? All this stuff should have been a thing. And you have Dexter Loomis take off the mask and then follow it later by doing the VHS tape after he takes the mask off. Again, who's structuring and formatting this stuff? I don't get it. Av is saying, I agree 100%, Dr. Chris. And NXT year. And next year they're doing 2 nights for SummerSlam. Yeah, I mean, goodness. So you're going to have 2 nights for Mania and 2 nights for SummerSlam next year. Eesh. That's good. No, I think that's 26. I think it's 26 for 2 years. So I think next year is going to be the same. And then 2 years, I think 26 is that's when the 2-year SummerSlam is. I hope they don't. But look, man, if they get the money, if they get a ton of money, man, it definitely would not surprise me whatsoever that they start doing SummerSlam for 2 nights. I mean, it's over. It's already the product's already been bastardized, and now you're going to just continue to oversaturate the product if you have SummerSlam for 2 years now. Nah, fam, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Give us something to want. Give us something to want, man. All right. We can talk a lot of this on the after party. Michael, Dr. Chris, and Vince Russo have been saying all along, once the Wyatt Six become wrestlers, the gimmick is over. They were right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Y'all join the after party. I can't answer all these questions. Patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. We'll talk about this on the after party and do predictions. I got some backstage stuff. Zubair's in the building. What's up, my man? You missed my super chat last night, but mistakes happen. Did I? We did your super chat yesterday. It was a $10 one. We talked about that. Did you do another one? We talked about it. See, the video games got destroyed. What does it tell you? Wrestlers rather play games rather than watch their own show. Why should I care? Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, the video game tally to me is, yeah, I mean, the you're playing, like, come on, man. You're playing. Oh, okay. You did another one. Okay. Remind me next week or something. Yeah, just do like $1 super chat next week, and we got you. But I mean, look, you can always. I mean, you're a patron, so you show me some love. So yeah, you can. You understand the assignment, Zubair. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we got some newbies in here. We got Craig, Jim. Thank you for joining the show, y'all. Appreciate you very, very much for joining. P&P fam, welcome the 2 newest. I think I see more, but yeah. Welcome all the new people on the chat. It's a family atmosphere. We chill. We of course, as you see with the music that I played in the beginning of the show, it's a very loungy atmosphere. We chill. We talk about wrestling. We lounge. We talk about it's definitely college football. When college football come out next month, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, I mean, this is your first time watching Pancakes and Power Slams. This is what we do, y'all. We have a great time every single week. I talk about a main topic in the beginning. We share. We're a family. We boost. We destroy those algorithms, and we share together. We have a great time. I talk about a main topic in the beginning of each show. I get my little rant on like I do every week, and then we go to the questions. That's usually the format of Pancakes and Power Slams. For the sake of time, I can't get. We got DJ Villain in the building, so I appreciate all your support. Yeah, so what we do is, and then we go to the after party, which is the Patreon. It's less than $1 a week. It's just showing your love for the Pancakes and Powerslams show. And then we have everybody who wants to be on the screen, and we talk different subjects. I know a lot of backstage news and information, and I share that, and we just have a great time on the screen together, and that's what we're about to do. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is 400. This is 600. Where are we at? 643. 643 episodes in the books, ladies and gentlemen. 643 episodes in the books. 643 episodes in the books. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all your love. Be sure to let the people know about Pancakes and Powerslams. Somebody just subscribe, so thank you very much. Pancakes and Powerslams Patreon. Go there. Patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. I'll see you later. Join us on Patreon. I'll see you there. I'll see you there.